Hey everybody, I just wanted to send you a really quick update of how this circuit board's going. So what I've done is I took some solder wick and cleaned up as much as I could. I removed as much of the flux as I could. And I decided I was going to try to fix the board. I could have sent away for a new board to be made. It was like 60 bucks, and it's not fun that way. It's not worth it. It's more fun for me to try to repair it. So I did some research, and there's really two ways that you could fix these things. One is with the circuit pen. And it works. It kind of looks like white out. Actually, it looks like this right here. And you paint it on, and then you heat it up and let it dry. And it's conductive, but from what I can tell, you can only solder on it once. It just disintegrates after one time. That's really not what I'm looking for here. So the second method that I decided to try was the copper foil method. This is adhesive copper. And you cut a piece to the right size and apply it. And I've done a few of these, and they're working really well actually. So here's a piece here. You'll see I've fixed these traces here, and I'm starting in this area. So what you do is you cut the piece down, you trim it, you create a little bit of a solder bridge right here to make sure it's attached. And of course you check your connectivity and make sure that there's no connection between these points here. And this seems to be working well. So I'm gonna continue along this path. It's a really slow process. Got to really take your time. But this stuff seems to adhere really well. But I did have to clean the board, make sure that it had something to adhere to. So that's what looks like what I'm going to be doing. I think I have about 20 of these to do. I found some weak spots. And then of course I'll clean up the solder and make sure it's nice and smooth, but I wanted to test the connectivity on that. And these little connection points here are going to be a little bit tough because you got to be careful. But as you could see on this one, let me see if I can peel that up for you. So right here I have to fix this trace right here. This trace is loose. It lifts right up. I don't want to rip it. But anyway, I'll be fixing all this and testing each one as I move along. I'm not going to rush myself on this one, but that's where we are. And this will be a really easy fix actually. This roll of copper, I guess adhesive, was about 10 bucks, and well worth the education, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, these circuit pens are good for traces where you're not going to be soldering. So if you've got a broken trace somewhere, these things work really well. And I believe they contain silver. What does it say in there? Contains silver and a bunch of chemicals and that kind of crap. But you're better off with the copper. So I'm going to spend some time doing this, and I'll update you along the way. Of course, I'll continue to clean the board up. And what's the worst that can happen? If I screw up, I just get a new board for 60 bucks. But that's no fun. So I'll report back on how this is going. I'm just going to continue going here real slow. All right? Thanks. This is Ron.